Hey, what's up, everybody? Kimosabe here, trying to give you another update. Gave you a video last night. It seemed to be playing out pretty well. Kind of came earlier than I thought, but uh, price was met. The area that I was looking at, 57.9. I don't really like that it came on a weekend because that would suggest that potentially, we're popping up here, and then we should have a flush down when the futures open tonight to fill this CME gap that's there. Another potential idea is that gap never fills, and we just had like a phantom fill, and then we're going to push up and close the day out up here. It definitely doesn't have to, but wouldn't it be poetic justice to have a phantom fill of that CME gap? I just think that would be hilarious. So looking at this overall sideways correction for 5 months, is it done? Is it not done? There are several reasons why I would think it is complete. We do have the 3 pushes down. Market likes 3 pushes. So overall that does look like it could be complete. So then what is that? You can have ABC, ABC, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That could be completion of wave 4 of the overall market structure. And now we have impulse up, retrace back to the higher low. So this could be wave 1. It kind of looks promising for a wave 1. We're looking at a wave 2 somewhere down here and push up. But the way that I look at markets, this could be more significant than just a little 1, 2. We could be having a 1, 2, then a 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then really get moving here. So the pattern that I was watching was matching this leg over here and matching it with this leg, and then expecting that subsequent leg right there to be matching the current leg. And if that is to happen from this point, we could see this leg do this before a real big push. So that would look like coming up here sideways before a major push. That would match the pattern, and we'd have much, much higher to go. And we'll have to keep track of that as it comes. But for now, let's take some measurements of those legs. So I want to measure this leg up and project from the bottom. So I'm measuring how long that is and projecting from the absolute bottom of where I believe the correction completed. And we're right in the pocket of the 1-to-1 1272. That is valid to me to be matching that leg up at the end of this correction. Now we will match this leg down. So I get a tight measurement on that to there. Project from current high. Came right to the 1272, right in that same vicinity. So I could say that those legs are potential matches. The invalidation for it is 54,281. I would say probably 55, just above 55K. Anything below there, I would expect us to sweep the lows. But if that leg is matching the current push down, what do we see out of there? I'll take a measurement of this push right there. So I'm going to measure the length of that push and project it from our today's low, and that would potentially get us in the pocket of 65 to 68 to chop around in here to mimic this chopping before resumption. So that's something that I would definitely be watching. Have this leg just like this, pushing up to right about here, and that would leave everybody behind. And then you have one more little buy setup to add there, especially if you have like a continuation box here. Sweep the liquidity back inside the box. That would be an add. Raise your stop to there. Definitely targeting this liquidity initially, but if this pattern matches, this thing is going to 85 before it stops. Maybe 90, 93. So we'll keep track of it as it goes, if it indeed does go. If we are going to push up, we're looking here at the daily chart. You gotta be aware of this potentially matching this, in which case you would just have this leg left to go, get you up to just above 100, and that would complete this pattern. That's totally acceptable, and that would be my conservative target. But if this thing really wants to get going, and this is actually the center of the cycle, then we may have this coming out of here. Something like targeting 160 to 215 before then repeating this leg here and a push up to 300 to complete the pattern. So then you would have some kind of 1, 2, this would be 3, then the 4, then the 5. That's the upper limits of the targets I would expect. That would happen Q1 2025, but we'd really have to start making higher highs, higher lows. So out of current area, I mean, you have the liquidity up there. So if this is a distribution range, you'd have an up thrust after distribution, come back inside the box, inside the consolidation. That would be a sell setup. There would be your stop loss. But I would suspect that we have either a liquidity grab, back test, at least one more push up. But if things are going to get really crazy, though, it's not invalid to anticipate that leg into the end of the year. So we'll see what we get. We'll track it as it goes, and I should have invalidations for the ideas as they come, and we'll try to stay on top of it. Well, hopefully we have a nice buy setup today. We'll look for what happens when futures open. We might have a nice little buy the dip scenario as well. Look for the higher highs, higher lows to start out of this area. If you start closing lower lows, lower highs again on the 4 hour, if it just keeps going down, then we're probably going to break those lows, and I'd look to 49,000 or so when they release those ETFs. Just take that top wick. So let me know what you guys think. Am I way too optimistic thinking about a 160 to 200K Bitcoin before this thing stops? Or do we do the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, keep it simple, and look for 90K to 105K? Let me know what you think.